So what I'm seeing a lot of recently is people that have had cardiac surgery, cardiac interventions, and following that on their road to recovery, they're dealing with a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of emotional baggage that's been brought up by that. Unregulated stress, anger, depression, sadness, anxiety, all this bag of emotional stuff that's come along from having their heart messed with, be it, the fear that it might recur, the rapid shift in identity that comes from having a cardiac event. You're not strong, you're not invincible anymore. This idea that something could be wrong with you and might go wrong again, the medication you're taking, and these all have side effects. They can damage your sexual performance. They can really change things at a fundamental level to do with your identity. And all these changes, these sudden changes, bring up a lot of emotions. Some of these emotions can be repressed emotions, some of them can be new, some of them can be stress responses, PTSD, things like that. And that is where therapy can be so useful after a cardiac operation, to just help you work through and process these emotions to be able to move on with the next phase of your life. Because the cardiac event, the cardiac surgery, has been a major shift. Things will be different, markedly different, after the surgery than they were before the surgery. And that requires a shift in identity, it requires the processing of emotion, and it requires the dealing with any trauma, all of which is going to be beneficial to your physical health as well as your emotional and psychological health. We're holistic beings. We come as a package. The cardiac doctors, the cardiologists, the surgeons are wonderful at fixing the mechanical side of the heart. They're wonderful at playing with these blood vessels and dilating them and bypassing them, and they understand this fascinating organ to a real deep and precise level. But the heart is also the seat of the emotions, isn't it? It's also the seat of our feelings. It's part of our being, an intrinsic part of our being, and it's been messed with. It's not surprising it's going to lead to emotional dysregulation. It's going to lead to trauma. It's going to lead to the things that need to be dealt with, and there's no shame in that. That's all part of it. We should look at people as holistic beings. We should get the experts, yes, to treat the mechanical issue. Get the experts to deal with the intricate surgical procedures that need to be done. But then you need an emotional expert, or a psychological expert, or a stress expert to be able to help you ride those waves of emotions and undergo that identity shift, that fundamental change, and help you navigate that. And that's where breath work can help, behavioral shifts, lifestyle changes, support with lifestyle changes, and obviously the belief side of things, the therapy, the emotional care, the emotional support to help you process these emotions so that you can then move on with the next part of your life.